All right, first of all, thanks everybody for coming out. This weekend is going to be a big weekend in downtown Jacksonville, especially Saturday. Every city venue has something going on, with the main event, of course, being the Monster Jam on Saturday. So there's a couple important tips that we want to share with the public that can help with their transition down to the sports complex or downtown. All the bridges and the construction will be open. There's not going to be no delays when it comes to that. But what we do have is events at the Prime Osborne and Florida Theater, the Times Union Center, and the Landing, as well as the arena and the stadium. So if you're coming to the stadium, which the majority of the traffic is coming to the stadium, it's the Hart Bridge, the Matthews Bridge, the Main Street Bridge, and Union and MLK. Those are the routes that you want to use to come to the stadium. The Costa Bridge and 95 exit to the Convention Center, those are the exits you want to use if you're going anywhere other than the stadium. Another important tip that we want to share with everybody is this year we have a pickup and drop-off location. This is new, and it's going to be on Georgia Street, which is directly behind the baseball grounds between Adams and Duval. And you have the opportunity to drop anybody you want off during that time prior to the event starting. The key is you have to be back at that location by 9 p.m. in order to pick them back up, because we turn the traffic one way post-event so that the exit is more smooth, and it's very difficult to get in to pick somebody up. So by 9 p.m. on Georgia Street between Adams and Duval, that's our pickup location. Police officers will be able to help you get to that location. There's no charging for parking there. There'll be plenty of places to stage up so that your party can meet you there, and then you can get right into the post-game plan and post-game exit plan and get to where you need to go. And then lastly, it's this event causes us to have a lot of complaints about underage drinking. So we have a team, several teams in place, Sheriff's Office with ABT, and enforcing underage drinking. So if you're under 21 years old, you'll be approached by officers. If you can't produce ID, then you're going to get a citation. And if you're under 18 years old, then you're going to have somebody come pick you up. So between 18 and 20, citation. Under 18, you have a mandatory court appearance with a parent or guardian to pick you up. So this is your warning. We're going to be out in force addressing that underage drinking. So we want everybody to comply. The Sheriff's Office will be using Twitter to update the traffic. They have a live updates as the congestion builds, and then at JAXSHERIFF.org on our website has several more good tips. For example, follow the signboards for general parking, not necessarily your GPS. Cross the bridge that's closest to your parking area. It makes it easier for your commute in and out. But the most important tip about this weekend is you must come early. The volume of traffic for this event, we don't have the roads that can hold that capacity, so the only way that you can fix that is to come early. The gates open at 5. The event starts at 7. So between 5 and 7, if you're not already in your parking spot, your commute will be prolonged even more, because we're allowing pedestrians to cross those streets to enter the building. So it's very important that you arrive early. You need to be in your parking spot by 5 p.m. unless you have a pre-arranged parking pass, so that you can ensure you can get to the stadium on time.
Chief, that Georgia Street drop-off at 9 p.m., that means you have to sit there and wait until the show,
yes.
The Monster Jam ends at 10 or whenever.
Yeah, the Monster Truck should be over at 9:40. Yeah, that's what we're planning on, 9:40.
So you'll have to sit and wait.
So you'll have to sit and wait. You're right. We're going to hold that post-game traffic plan till 9 p.m. As you know, a lot of people leave prior to the end of the show, but we're going to make sure those streets are available up until 9 p.m. But at 9 p.m., then we have to go to that one-way pattern so that we start getting the traffic out of here. So it's very important that you get there by 9 p.m. If not, the closest you'll be able to get is about Adams Street near APR. And you'll be forced to hold right there, and then we'll have to get with your party so that y'all can get hooked up. So that you drop them off on Georgia Street, you pick them up on Georgia Street. They'll be mindful of where that is, and I think it's going to work out a lot better.
What were the hours for the pickup again? The drop-off, I mean. Pickup and drop-off?
You can drop off at any time.
Okay.
At any time you can drop them off. The pickup, you need to be there by 9 p.m. so that whenever the event's over, or whenever they choose to walk toward the staging area, that they know where to go. And that's another important point. We have multiple streets on both sides of the stadium that have the go to the event. It's nighttime when it's over. So be mindful of where you park. Get a landmark, a street name. If you say, hey, I parked on Church Street, that's on both sides of the stadium. So you need to be mindful of where you park. So it helps you when the event's over.
You mentioned Twitter, but you never gave us the Twitter account.
JSOPIO, or you can hashtag MTJ, Monster Truck Team. So that is, and that would be live updates. We're starting at about 3 p.m. So if there's a problem on the Matthews to the Hart's back there, we got to go to the main. So you'll be able to get that live on Twitter to be able to get to the sports complex.
If someone has an issue getting in, not necessarily traffic-wise, but say a car has stopped running or something and blocking traffic, what's the best way to get in touch with you guys?
So the best way to get in touch with us is just do 911.
Okay.
We'll be there, but we have policemen throughout the sports complex and all the interstates leading to the sports complex. So if you break down on a bridge, we're coming. We know. We can watch. We see it. We have people in place to address that.
Did you say, and I think you did, but let's reiterate, if you want to take the bridge closest to your
parking.
Okay.
Right. So if you're parking near Talleyrand, and you're coming from Arlington, go over the Matthews Bridge, and exit, at that first exit and go to Talleyrand. We don't want you going over the Main Street Bridge and you're parking on Talleyrand, and we don't want you going over the Main Street Bridge if you're parking at Maxwell House lot or something. So just be mindful of that. It's easier for the commute, and the sooner you get into your parking areas, then the sooner you can make your way to the stadium.
I'm good.